This demonstration has been provided as part of the Digital Sales webinar series from InterTrade Ireland. If you have not yet watched the webinar on growing customer lifetime value with email marketing, please do so before proceeding to watch this demonstration. Thank you.
Okay, so the final video then in relation to the email marketing webinar. So now we're looking at audience tags and segments. So as I've already mentioned in the webinar and also in the previous videos, MailChimp wants you to have one audience that you manage with tags and segments and groups. And the reason being is that having multiple audiences, it makes it very, very difficult. If you want to send an email out to everybody, you'll have to do that sort of process multiple times. It's not the easiest thing to do that. So kind of like different audiences is kind of like little mini MailChimps within each other. So really having one audience that you manage with tags and segments is best practice, and that's what I would recommend. Tags are essentially like labels that you can add to contacts. You can tag people that they attend, certain people that attend an event, or you can tag people that have signed up via a certain method, or you can tag people that have completed a certain activity. There's loads of different ways that you can use tags. So to see the tags that you have created, if you click on audience and then click on tags, you can see all the different tags that you have. And then you can click view, and basically it'll allow you to view all those contacts that that are tagged with that, whatever that label is. And then from there, you can then send people, you could click send campaign to message all those people who had who were tagged with that certain thing. To tag people, if you watch my second video, the landing page video, you can see you can tag people whenever they have signed up via a certain landing page. Whenever you're importing contacts, you can tag them at that point if you wanted to tag those contacts as a certain thing. So just whenever you're importing people and if you think, oh, I would like to be able to pull out that group of contacts again, make sure you've tagged them as something that you'll recognize and remember. Segments are a little bit different then. So segments then are the second one here, it's tags and then segments. So segments are basically, if you think of your MailChimp audience as kind of like a big orange, and segments are like the little individual kind of segments within the orange. It's really easy to create a segment. So a segment is the way that you might be able to pull out people that are tagged as a certain thing. So if I click create segment, give your segment a name. So maybe that would be people that have attended an event or something like that, maybe. You can add your filter then. So you want to maybe add people to this segment who have been tagged as a certain thing or not tagged. So contact is tagged at attended event. So I've already created this tag for attended event, and I have previously tagged people who have attended an event. It's as easy as that, and you can review that segment and that will show you everyone who has been tagged as that. Or if you wanted to add another filter within that, so people who have attended an event, or so remember your or kind of those are two things which you can choose from. Email address, you can say it does not contain or is contain, or email addresses, whatever it may be. So again, with your segments, just familiarize yourself with all of these, and kind of you can get quite clever with the segments that you create. You might want to say people who have purchased a certain number of times. Maybe if you want to get everybody who's purchased three or more times before, or maybe it's as simple as you just want to pull out everybody who is subscribed to email, or maybe people that have signed up via a certain source, or people that have engaged with your emails, whatever it may be. You can get really, really clever with your segments. And, it's not just a case of just kind of pulling out a very simple segment. You can get very clever with it. The thing I would say with the segmenting tool is that it's only as intelligent as the information you've put into the database. So you cannot expect MailChimp to be able to pull out information on, a certain event if you haven't tagged that person that they've attended that event. So that's why whenever you are importing information into MailChimp, try and make sure you always include tags, and that you include, you know, at minimum email address and first name, if not more information. Try and include as much information as you can, because it will make it easier in future to be able to personalize and create really nice segments that are going to engage really well with your emails and stuff. So once you're totally happy with your segment, you can just click review segment, and it will tell you everybody who is tagged as that certain segment. So there's 792 people in that segment. We can then click save that segment, and then you can see we've got the segment listed there. And if you wanted to go ahead and export that, or you want to send them a campaign or something like that, you can do that from there. And that is all about creating tags and segments.
This demonstration has been provided as part of InterTrade Ireland's Digital Sales Webinar series. For further information on support programs and future webinars, please visit www.intertradeireland.com. Thank you.